En junker red ved juletid.
Ching chang ching nu til dig.
Omkring ham dalede sneen hvid.
Ching chang ching nu til dig.
Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads, and welcome to Totes, the Topic of the Episode show. The weekly topic show where we tell you a topic, you tell us your things, and we discuss those on the air.
So it's kind of like the list things, because most channels have list things and commentaries, but we want you to be involved in the creation of that, and so that's we are offering you a voice before we even start talking about it.
Yes.
So if you follow us on Facebook or on Twitter, you can see those and you can contribute, and we will read your answers as we are doing here. So this week we're talking about co-op campaigns and things, and
which we're a big fan of. If you've watched the show, if you listen to the show, we're a big fan of this.
However,
yes,
we are not fans of required co-op to beat the game, because Bubble Bobble's fun, but that is a BS. Like, to be able to see the ending, you have to get all the way. No, that is insane. And how did?
In that same frame of mind, I'm going to throw in here Resident Evil 5 as it can't be put into this category, because if you play it single player, the AI for your companion is so bad that it's very hard to get through. So I will say I'm going to put that in there as saying sorry. Because of that, I can't put it in here. Co-op, it's fun, but I'm sorry, it has to be played co-op. I want games that you could play single player or co-op.
Okay. Yeah. And one of those is, we got a couple of mentions from the Resistance series. Alex Wooten said, really loved Halo 2. Okay, sentence structures. Yeah. But my favorite is Resistance 2. Yeah. It made the game 10 times better to play with someone.
Yeah.
And we also got someone who said Resistance Fall of Man, and so the Resistance series. Yeah. I didn't even realize that was co-op.
I didn't know it was co-op. I played the Resistance. Resistance was the reason that I got my PS3 controller right over there. That's the reason I got it, because PS3, I didn't like the way the analog sticks worked, and I was switching between Xbox and PS3, and it was not jiving. Yeah. So I got that for that reason, to play shooters, and I really like the series. I didn't realize it was co-op at all, though.
Yeah.
We also got Halo 2 and Halo 3 have been put on here. I'd say the franchise, other than ODST, has been great, and Halo 5? The one that's not co-op.
Yeah, Halo 5 doesn't have split screen co-op.
Yeah.
It's like,
we're talking split screen. I'm talking hang out with your friends, get a pizza, that kind of mentality. I want to go through the campaign in co-op. So I'm also not going to put Destiny on here, because that doesn't count.
Well, that's MMO. That's a different discussion.
Yeah.
And then Christian Michaels also said Ibn Ob, which to me is the. You guys know me. I'm not really a fan of puzzly things, but logistics puzzles, like Ibn Ob, I can do. And the other thing is, because it's co-op, we're working together to figure it out, and it's so much fun. That game is phenomenal, and I want them to make another one or more things. And there's a game, I forget what it's called. I think it's Putty Pals or something. On Switch that looks very similar.
Okay.
And I want to get that. I'm getting the Switch here this week or next week. And that's one that I think that you and I should play together, because that is a phenomenal thing.
I love it. I think that another series in here that I would have to put in here is the Lego games. Because of the beauty that the Lego games are just amazing for being able to just have an adventure and have fun. There's just enough difficulty to enjoy it. You can play it. 6-year-olds can play it. 26-year-olds can play it. Everyone's going to love it.
Yeah.
But I love the drop-in, drop-out aspect. To be able to be able to come in and go, oh, you're playing, I want to play, and it doesn't stop the other person, like Street Fighter, where you go in and you press 2 on start on the second, and you want to punch the other person because you're halfway through the tournament. I like it because you can jump in and immediately just go and help and play.
Yeah.
Same reason that I like Borderlands. Borderlands I had to put in here. The original Borderlands, Borderlands 2 are just amazing. They're beautiful. But when Borderlands came out, it was so groundbreaking for me. The loot system, taking what I love from Diablo, making a first-person shooter that was really fun, the comedy, but then to be able to play, and while you're playing, immediately like have someone else come in and just jump in with you.
Yeah.
And them not to have to they didn't have to be in a specific part story wise in the game. There weren't barriers.
And it also evened out the levels.
Yes.
Like because the algorithms were really good, and so like they might have an ability that's super extra cool, but like the actual damage that they were doing was matched to yours, so that everybody's having fun, and somebody doesn't just come in and mow through the game while you just.
I don't want to be power leveled. I want to play the game.
Yeah.
Like I don't need glitching for that kind of stuff. So I absolutely love that series, and I can't wait to see more from it because there have been whispers, and
well, I don't think it's a whisper when you say when the head of your company says, you know that thing that we haven't announced that you all think we're working on? Yeah, we're working on that, and like most of us are working on that. We'll announce that soon.
Yeah. So I can't wait because I loved 1 and 2 so much. I didn't like the pre-sequel. But I loved 1 and 2, and I love Tiny Tina, and like I need more of
Tiny
all
Tina's
of that.
the best.
So yes, can't wait for that. In addition to that, Gears of War has been a great series for this. 2 and 3, Owen mentioned Gears of War 2 and 3. I'd say 1 as well, but 2 really hit the stride. 3 was great as well. I think that the way that they did a story, it's a cover shooter, but every level is short enough that you can jump in and play for 20-25 minutes, and because whenever you're playing with another person, it's always like, okay, are you done? Do you want to do something else?
Yeah.
So to be able to have it in those short stints, you could keep playing. Or you could do like 1 or 2 missions at checkpoints you and you just drop out. Very fun campaign and a great story that involves the other character.
And that's something you don't see very often.
Yeah, it's just the main character and you're the side person.
Yeah.
So Dom and them are great. It's not all about the main character. Everybody's got a particular story.
And they're real characters. They're not just AI companions that just kind of exist.
They're one-note characters sometimes, but at the same time, tonally, for what they were trying to do, uber bro macho shoot 'em up aliens worked. The
shoulders of war.
The shoulders of war. Even the women.
Yep.
Yeah. So which I like. So yeah. Great series though.
So a couple of other fairly quick mentions I want to throw out here. The new Mario series is really fun for people like me who. Like I want to play games with my girls, and I want to play Mario with them.
Yes.
And they are not good enough to be Mario games. Sorry, ladies. I believe you'll get there,
Mario,
but you're not there yet. And so I can kind of carry them, literally sometimes in the game. Just pick you up and run you past the ghost because you don't want to fight the ghost.
Yeah.
That was funny. And then the other one you were talking about, drop in, drop out. All the Soulsborne games where you can bring somebody in. It's not. It's like a border. Like if this wasn't my show, I might not allow it. But it is my show.
Really borderline. That's really borderline.
But you can go through the campaign and you can match up and you can have a friend come in and help you go through the game.
Yes.
And so for me that is the basics of co-op.
Correct.
campaign.
There are more walls.
There are
to barriers to keep you out from being able to do that, because otherwise we would co-op the entire game together.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
We would.
It'd be fun, but they don't want to break the fear and the immersion and the imminent death around every corner.
And then my last mention is the Donkey Kong Country series.
I was going to say, if you didn't mention
those
Donkey Kong
are so good. You know I was gonna. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like you're taking turns and you're helping each other and you're throwing each other into enemies, and it's pretty wonderful.
I think it's great. I think they're all great series. Let us know in the comments what some of your favorite co-op campaigns are and which ones you'd like to see, either a new co-op campaign, like take a game that's an existing game that isn't co-op and make it co-op.
Oh, before we do that, Tandem Cannon mentioned Army of Two and Saints Row.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Sorry, ladies.
My bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it in the forums, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because I can only think about what's in front of me.
There's so much going on. So let us know in the comments, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.